What if I told you there's a company that's quietly revolutionizing healthcare, enabling doctors to predict diseases before symptoms appear, and making personalized medicine a reality? Meet Illumina, the company that's literally reading the book of life, one DNA sequence at a time. Here's the thing about genomics. It's massive, it's growing explosively, and most people have no idea how it works. But here's what you need to know. Every major breakthrough in personalized medicine, from cancer treatments tailored to your exact genetic makeup to predicting Alzheimer's decades before it strikes, relies on one critical step: reading DNA. And when it comes to reading DNA, one company dominates like no other. That company is Illumina, ticker symbol ILMN. They don't just participate in the genomics revolution, they are the genomics revolution. Illumina controls over 90% of the clinical genomics testing market, and their machines have decoded the genomes behind virtually every major genomic discovery of the past decade. Think of them as the Intel of biology. They make the chips that power genetic research, but instead of processing computer data, they're processing the code of life itself. What makes Illumina brilliant isn't just their technology, it's their business model. They operate like a pharmaceutical company crossed with a razor and blade business. First, they sell you the sequencing machine. Think of it as a $200,000 to $1.2 million biological computer. Then, every time you want to sequence DNA, you need their consumables, the reagents, chips, and kits that make the magic happen. It's recurring revenue on steroids, because as genomic testing explodes, labs need more and more consumables. The numbers are staggering. The global genomics market is projected to reach $95 billion by 2030, growing at about 16% annually. The broader DNA sequencing market alone is expected to reach $22.6 billion by 2032. We're moving toward a world where your genome becomes part of your standard medical record. Cancer treatment is increasingly personalized based on tumor genetics. Pharmacogenomics, matching drugs to your genetic profile, is becoming routine. And Illumina sits at the center of all of it, collecting tolls on every genome sequenced. Now, it's not all smooth sailing. The technology is incredibly complex, which makes the company hard to understand and evaluate. They face regulatory scrutiny, especially around antitrust concerns. Competition is emerging from companies like Oxford Nanopore, Pacific Biosciences, Element Biosciences, and Ultima Genomics. The stock has been volatile, and revenue growth has been modest recently. 2024 revenue was down 2% compared to 2023. But here's the bottom line. Illumina isn't just a stock pick. It's a bet on the future of medicine itself. As we move toward an era where your DNA determines your treatment, Illumina's sequencing platforms will be the infrastructure powering that transformation. They've built the tools that decode life, and in a world increasingly driven by personalized medicine, that's a pretty powerful position to hold. What do you think? Are you ready to invest in the company that's literally reading the future? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden gems in the world of biotech investing.